Alright, so I'm loading in here, and I basically just started off a new map. And I think I'm in a boreal forest. Okay, so I'll get going here, chop down a couple trees. So I like to start off kind of things fairly easily. So this guy is terrible at crafting, but at least he can do everything. He's terrible at constructing, terrible at growing, good at researching. Not really the best early game character. Start off with a nice little base here, or his bedroom. So anyways, while he's building this, welcome to my first little video. Just kind of playing some different games, see how things go. Played this game for a while, and thought I'd share it with people who haven't seen it before. If you're not familiar with Rimworld, it's pretty fun. It's plays similar to any type of city builder. Basically, these guys are your little peons. They run around and do things on their own. You basically establish little work patterns for them. So you can either do manual priorities or you can do um, like where you drag the priorities. I prefer this one because you can assign them different numbers. So for example, if you want them to be prioritizing mining, you can put that down to lower. If you want them to not worry about mining, you can just take it off completely. So it's pretty nice that way. And then, so basically what you're doing is you're giving them little assignments to do. So for example, I've given him this wood to harvest, so he's busy doing that. And once he gets enough wood, I've put down some area I want him to build in. So now this is a more difficult start. I enjoy playing this way because I feel it's more of a challenge, but you can start off with all sorts of different stuff. This is a pretty well bare bones start. You'll notice that there's all sorts of different stuff you can do. You can start making like sculpting tables and butcher tables and all sorts of different stuff. So you can almost basically make people have different roles. So you could have one side of the base be, this is where the chef lives and he makes stuff, and then people cart that over to where the guards are. It becomes quite a complex game once you get further into it, and the difficulties can really make a difference. Power production is a thing, so you can have geothermal, you can have electric. You can have solar. You can have just conventional general power, generated power from wood. There's chem fuel power. There's all sorts of different mods you can run too. I like to keep mine fairly vanilla. I think I'm running one at the moment, but it's pretty simple. And then once you get higher up, you can start doing stuff with research. All sorts of different things you can research. More advanced refining, auto doors, IEDs for some reason. Haven't used those yet, so that's kind of cool. This guy's gonna want to eat soon, so I'll give him some food to harvest. I'm gonna look at this characteristics. Yeah, each character has their own like history, and that dictates their different skills and how passionate they are about different skills. This guy's a pessimist. So yeah, you'll see different moods here if you go to needs. So he's hungry right now, so that's lowering his mood. And when people reach these different breaking points, they can go crazy. At some point here, I'm going to make a production spot, crafting, put down a short bow. Not that I can hunt those muffalos, but it's terrible construction. No, I mean, he will slowly build more construction as he goes. You can see he's almost leveled up. He's eating some berries over there. You can see there's different heal roots around. That's natural remedies for healing when you get shot or attacked by an animal. So this is kind of day one. It's starting to come to a close here, so eventually he's going to sleep. And of course he failed that harvest. Now of course I could prioritize him hauling, and he'd haul it over here first, so I might do that at some point here. There we go. He's going to go ahead and haul it over, so that way it's more accessible for him. Now as you can see, the food refrigerates, or excuse me, expires if it's not refrigerated. So that's one thing to know. Oh, he's cleaning because I haven't given any other orders. Go chop down more trees. And yeah, it deteriorates if it's outside and not being roofed. And then yeah, it spoils in 13 in-game days if it's not refrigerated. So you can also set sleep schedules. That's one other thing you'll see here by going to assign, and then you can see not restrict. So here's the sleep stuff. So he's going to sleep at 22, or I've suddenly forgot how to do this. This is a loud area. So I guess he just sleeps on his own. Okay. I think I've allowed him to sleep during that time and then do anything during these times. And that's what I've done, what the default thing is. So he's putting a roof over the house. So anyways, that's a day in the life of Rimworld, and we'll catch up with Bowers later. He's probably about to go to sleep here. Oh, he's harvesting another tree. Okay, anyways, once he's done harvesting this tree,